Brought to you by How's That? Download the app now.
तो स्पोर्ट्स हब पर आप सबका स्वागत है और एक खास मेहमान हमारे साथ में जुड़े हैं और मैं उनका इंट्रोडक्शन आपको देता हूं और आपको बहुत खुशी होगी इस इंटरव्यू को देख के। प्लीज वेलकम Jose Antonio Cachaza. He is India head of La Liga. Jose, welcome to Sports Hub.
Oh, thank you for having me here.
Jose, how's been the journey of La Liga in India? It's been 5 years. La Liga came to India in 2018, and since 2018, they are continuing their work very well in India.
Well, like anything that happens in India has been intense. No, it's been intense work trying to find a space for La Liga among India football fans' heart. No, and also, well, trying to increase our fan base. No, which is no easy because there's huge competition in the market.
Currently, are you happy with the fan base in India of La Liga? Because much of the people likes only Barcelona, Real Madrid, or Atletico Madrid. These three clubs are huge in La Liga in Spain. But other than these three clubs, there are no that kind of a fan base in India for La Liga clubs.
No, that's true. That's true. No, but I mean, we don't have to apologize for having what are arguably the two biggest football clubs in the world. No, although right now this season they are on a transition period. No, but yeah, and basically you pointed out one of the relevant parts of our work. No, is to bring to the fans to know other clubs other than the big three. No, I mean, but it's good that you said three. No, because traditionally many people ask me, oh, it's just about Madrid and Barcelona. You are already bringing in Atletico, so that's a good point, and probably. If we're talking in some time, you'll also bring a fourth one, which is Sevilla. That not don't let's not forget is the club that has won more Europa leagues in history. No,
Yeah, sure. But why is it that the Spanish clubs don't show the interest in Indian clubs? We haven't seen many of the Spanish clubs coming to India and playing some friendly matches within the Indian clubs. Why is it?
well, actually, you should ask Britain why never, at least in this century, an English club have come to India. No, actually, for what I know, I think we're talking the current century. Only Bayern Munich has come in 2011 to play India at JLN Stadium in Delhi, and we brought Girona
Yeah.
4 years back in 2018 to play in Kochi. So we are ahead of any others. But I mean, your question it's
Yeah.
really relevant. You know that why Real Madrid or Man U or Barcelona or Liverpool that they have huge fan bases in the UK. I mean, in India they don't come. Well, there's two things here. First, the availability of dates is really scarce. That's point number one. Second, let's not forget that one of the biggest debates in football right now is about if we are not uh, really putting in danger the playing life of players because excessive number of games. And number three, at the end, in recent years, there's been developed a huge business around friendly matches. No, I mean, I was listening to Liga chairman last week saying that we have offers to stage another friendly Clásico as the one we staged in Miami. I think it was 2-3 years back, and they were talking of $25 million for a friendly match.
Do you follow Indian football? Do you follow Indian football?
A little. I have, and also I'm blessed to work in football India now that you are shaping your football. But don't ask me about
Hmm.
individual players because I am.
No, no,
That's
no, no,
more.
no. I'm not going to ask you about the individual player, but still, I just want to know from you, being the India head of La Liga. You are here in India. You are following the Indian football. Uh, uh, is Indian football, the current football team, or how they are playing from the past few years, are they on the correct direction? Are they on the right direction?
I think so. I'm convinced. Yes, no, but you cannot forget where you are and where you come from. Okay, I remember a few years back, I was in this conference in Mumbai, and this young student asked me, "Oh, what do you think about ISL?" I said, "Well, listen, it's good. Having a number of players, and they are trying to give a
Mm-hmm.
good fan experience." Blah blah. Blah. I said, "Oh no, you know," he answered back, "You cannot say that. So it's not the same the fan experience in India as is in Europe." I said, "Well, listen, you cannot
Mm-hmm.
compare that you are building a league quite right well, and you are in your fifth year of history when we are cashing on 100+ years of history. So it's not the same. But the thing is, um, Indian football is in the right direction. No, and these things take time. No, in La Liga we are just celebrate. We celebrate 2 years back our 90th season. Spanish football has more than 120 years of history. The big clubs, our oldest club in La Liga is Athletic Bilbao, which is comes from 1898, I think it is. Uh, Top English clubs are
Mm-hmm.
even 20, 25 years older. So we are cashing on those in Europe. We are cashing on those years of history. You are building a new history, of course. Uh, there's historical class 100 years old, such as Mohun Bagan and East Bengal, but that's the Bengal area. No, so now you are create what you are creating, which is new, is a concept of Indian football, no, or all Indian football, and that's something new and takes time. But if you follow closely, I think they are taking the right decisions. They are being taken. No. Both at the level of national team, which is little by little improving, ISL, of course, and a lot of things are happening in the grassroots, and that's relevant. I mean, the grassroots cannot be directed. It has to be like a mayhem of many people doing things to have many boys and girls playing.
So, talking much about the La Liga or EPL, do you see EPL as your a rival? Not in case of players, not in case of matches, but in case of fan bases.
Yeah, I mean, somewhat yes, no, but also I can point out the great job that Bundesliga is doing, and also we had to count on Serie A and League One that are trying to find their space. No, at the end we are competing in a sense. No, but uh, at the end, what we have to look at is different parameters. No, if you take if I can tell you that we are bigger than EPL in India, and you probably won't believe me, but if I tell you that we have double followers in social media in India than they do, I have an argument, but I know that can be a misleading argument. No, it's true because we
Hmm.
are working, investing a lot in connecting with our fans through social media. So we are clearly the number one international football league in India on social media. But if we go to other parameters as value of rights are that we are behind, no, and we have to understand where we are, and we always say that two things internationally. uh, we are catching up within the English Premier League. They were the first to understand that a football league, a top football league, cannot be so if does not reach international appeal. And I'm talking that they understood this maybe 25, 30 years ago. In Spain, we only understood this less than 10 years ago. So we have a lot to catch up. No, you can talk about tradition. You can talk about many other issues that they are right. But if we talk merely about strategy, we are 15 years back easily, 50, 20 years back. So for us, it's a reference to catch up.
Hmm. You said you have the bigger fan base in India for La Liga, but has the departure of Lionel Messi and Cristiano Ronaldo from La Liga, from their respective clubs where they played football for years, have affected the viewership of the La Liga in India? Do you see?
Listen, basically, I'll be honest if I tell you we cannot know.
Hmm.
And I'll explain you why. No, in terms of viewership, um, we move in the last 5 years. We have many first, several first, very interesting in India. So
Hmm.
in 2017, we moved from having all our matches in Sony Live to Facebook.
Sure.
So
Yeah.
the way of measuring that audiences is radically different. Of course, we have the numbers, but we do not publish it because we are comparing, I don't know, no pears and apples, pears and coconuts. Basically, bark system is a survey system, while in Facebook we have the exact number, so they cannot be compared. They cannot be compared.
Hmm.
And now we are going back with our new broadcaster Viacom 18. Our matches are uh, broadcasted both on NTV, which is controlled by Bark, but also in Boot Select, which is not controlled by Bark. So basically, honestly, we cannot know in terms of audience what refers to India. No, worldwide, our audience keep growing. Also, worldwide, we are renewing broadcast rights agreement with international broadcasters, and we keep growing. No, so we are growing 12% compared to the earlier contracts on average. So um, does it mean that it's irrelevant that they are gone? Of course not. Of course not. We have in our probably the biggest two players competition ever in football. Something unique that has not happened before. No, so and we are blessed for that. But let's not forget that football is about clubs. No, players come and go because it's law of life. No, and clubs stay.
Few minutes back, you spoke about cricket. You gave me the example of Sachin Tendulkar and Virat Kohli. India being the cricket dominating country, do you think one must be or one should be a Cristiano Ronaldo or Lionel Messi? India needs players like these to revive football in India, sports like
Well,
football
I
in
didn't.
India.
Yeah, I didn't say Virat Kohli. I said many exciting players. No, I should mention of my very, 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 very little knowledge of cricket. Of course, Virat, Dhoni, and above all, our brand ambassador, who is Rohit Sharma. No, if I had to mention one, I will mention Rohit. But yeah, that's important. That's important. I mean,
Mm.
as of today, at least in recent years, for what I know, I won't go back in history. There's not been a single Indian player who had I mean, a great role in a top European league. No, and this is important, and we see it. We see it quite clearly. I tell you, for example, the case of the second Barcelona team, Real Club Deportivo Español. No, they are being constantly gathering the biggest audiences in China because they have playing as a starter a Chinese player. So I think that basically answers your question. No, it's not that you have to force an Indian player to play in India or I mean, sorry, in England or in Spain, or think that he'll play for Barca or Madrid. I mean, to have a starter in even a smaller club is important.
Well, that's it from our side. I'll thanks for joining and thanks for speaking to Sportsak.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.